July 6, 2026. The World Cup round of 16. In a single elimination tournament, the bracket is designed to filter out any team that cannot match the tactical pace of the elite. On this day, we saw a collision between two different philosophies: the belief that off-field influence and individual fame could dictate results, and the reality of a sport increasingly dominated by rigid collective systems. First, the United States. As a host nation facing immense domestic pressure, they attempted to secure their place in the quarterfinals through a combination of young talent and high-level political intervention. Then there was Portugal. They arrived in Texas with Cristiano Ronaldo, a player whose career was built on individual brilliance, now attempting to find a place in a game that has largely moved past his profile. Can political leverage or the weight of a legend's name actually overcome a coordinated, modern tactical plan? The American collapse began with a disciplinary crisis. Following their match against Bosnia, star striker Vijay Balogun was hit with a red card and a standard one-game suspension, meaning he would miss the knockout opener against Belgium. This triggered a move that had no sporting precedent. U.S. President Donald Trump made a direct phone call to the head of FIFA to demand the suspension be overturned. In a move that drew immediate international protest, Gianni Infantino's FIFA cleared Balogun to play. The integrity of the tournament was questioned before the whistle even blew. But the clearance didn't provide the boost the Americans expected. Instead, it motivated a Belgian side that took the pitch feeling the tournament's rules had been subverted for the hosts. Belgium dismantled the U.S. structure. De Ketelaere led a press that suffocated their buildup, while Trossard picked the defense apart. A match timeline shows the failure. Despite having their star striker, the Americans managed 0 shots until the 82nd minute. Political influence couldn't stop Charles de Ketelaere from scoring twice. The 4-1 final score confirmed that executive pressure has no impact on tactical superiority. At the same time in Arlington, Portugal was dealing with a different kind of reliance on the past. Manager Roberto Martinez faced a choice against an elite Spanish defense: prioritize the mobility of his squad or honor the legacy of his captain. He chose legacy. Martinez benched Rafael Leao, who had been Portugal's most dynamic attacker, to ensure 41-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo stayed in the starting 11. Spain's system was ready. Unai Simon, Pau Cubarsí, and Rodri formed a defensive triangle that essentially removed Ronaldo from the match, leaving him with absolutely 0 clear chances. This chart tracks a historic defensive run. By shutting down Portugal, Spain became the first team to keep 6 consecutive clean sheets. Their possession exhausted the opposition, and after 90 minutes, Portugal's defense slipped, allowing Mikel Merino's winning goal. Portugal relied on the hope that a legend could produce one final moment of magic, but Spain's organized system made that moment impossible. July 6th ended with the final host nation out of the tournament, and Cristiano Ronaldo walking off the World Cup stage for the last time. On the same day, Neymar announced his international retirement. Within a few hours, 3 of the sport's most influential names, 1 a nation, 2 individuals, were removed from the competition. These exits suggest a shift in how games are won. Ronaldo and Neymar, players who once defined their teams, found that their presence alone was no longer enough to break down modern, disciplined defenses. The events in Seattle and Arlington showed that the pitch functions as its own space. It remained indifferent to the U.S. president's phone calls and Portugal's loyalty to its greatest icon. Success at this level is now a matter of collective execution. Victory belongs to the teams that prioritize their tactical systems over the status of any single person on the roster.